Welcome back to What's the Gossip? Today, we're diving into one of the most fascinating collections in the world, Jay Leno's steam-powered cars. While many know Jay for his massive car collection, what really stands out is his love for steam cars. We're going to uncover the 6 most iconic steam cars in his collection, their history, how fast they can go, and of course their jaw-dropping values. Make sure you stick around to the end because we're revealing Jay's favorite steam car, the one he holds in the highest regard. Let's get right into it. First up, we have the 1906 Stanley Steamer Vanderbilt Cup Racer, an absolute gem of automotive history. Jay Leno is known for his love of classic racing cars, and this one is no exception. It was built for speed, with a sleek design that made it stand out in early 20th century races. With its lightweight body and powerful steam engine, this car is capable of hitting around 127 miles per hour, a shocking number for a steam car back then. While the exact price of this car isn't publicly known, experts estimate that it could be worth anywhere between $3 to $5 million due to its historical significance. For Jay, it's not just about the money, it's about preserving a piece of racing history.
As you know, we are huge steam enthusiasts here at the shop. We love working with steam, and this is my 1906 Stanley Steamer Vanderbilt Cup Racer. I've had this car probably 20 years. This normally had a 23-inch boiler with a 20 horsepower engine. Now steam makes horsepower differently. The bigger the boiler, the more horsepower you're going to get. So what Don made for us was a 30-inch boiler. Obviously we needed a bigger burner, we needed everything. So we're getting quite a bit more horsepower than we were before. And make no mistake, this is a pretty fast car. This thing would go on the freeway. We were holding 65 miles an hour on the freeway with this thing.
Next on the list is Jay's purse, boasting not only its speed, but also its efficiency and smooth drive. The value of this car, considering its ownership history and rarity, is estimated at around $4 to $7 million.
I think
Jay's collection wouldn't be complete without another Stanley Steamer. The 1909 Stanley Steamer is another icon in his garage. This car was a revolution in steam technology, capable of reaching around 60 miles per hour, a significant feat for the time. What's truly impressive is its craftsmanship. Stanley Steamers were known for their reliability and solid build. These cars were dependable and easy to operate, which is why they were popular at the turn of the century. Today, this car holds a special place in Jay's heart as a tribute to steam car history. As for its value, it's estimated to be worth $1 to $2 million.
this is what they call a dry engine. This one you have to get out and about every 50 miles just squirt all the bearings and get back in. There's no oil in the engine per se because steamers move so slowly.
Now, are these actual louvers or are they all just painted louvers?
Oh, just painted louvers. Again, they're just to give the appearance of gas cars. What you do with a steamer is you have your pilot right here. And you heat up your pilot, just like, in fact, we got a fire going in there already. You can see the fire going in there.
Oh, yeah.
It's just like a hot water heater. That just keeps your boiler hot. And what happens is, then when you open your fuel comes down here as a liquid, hits the pilot, immediately becomes a gas. And as the gas is shot under pressure into your burner.
Oh, yeah.
That's kind of how it works. It takes about 20 minutes to get it going.
Another notable car in Jay's collection is the 1922 Stanley Steamer. But the Stanley brothers were determined to prove that steam power still had a place on the road. This model was one of their last attempts at keeping steam alive. This beauty is currently valued at around $1 to $1.5 million. The 1906.
This is the 30 horse. This whole car is about a third bigger than that other car. It's an offshoot of the White Sewing Machine Company. When you hear the phrase runs like a sewing machine, that's where it comes from.
Finally, we come to the 1910 White Steam Car Model 00, a car that showcases the innovation of steam technology in the early 20th century. This model was used for both personal and commercial use, highlighting its versatility. It wasn't as fast as some of the other cars in Jay's collection, with a top speed of 40 to 50 miles per hour, but its engineering was ahead of its time. Jay admires this car for its reliability and craftsmanship. Today, it's a collector's dream with a value of about $600,000 to $900,000.
And I'm a big fan of the white steam car made by the White Sewing Machine Company. This is a 1910 00 model. This was the end of the line. They stopped building steam cars after this and maybe built a few in 11, I'm not sure. This is the 20 horse model, and they built a 40 horse model. This one is a little more sophisticated than, or a little simpler. I don't know if it's more sophisticated. This does not have the sliding D valve, which I'll show you later. This has what they call a joy valve type mechanism. It's a little easier to deal with, a little simpler to build. This one has all steel frame, whereas the others had a lot of wood in the body as well. This would be a more modern steam car.
So, which one of these is Jay's absolute favorite? Without a doubt, it's the 19 the rest. The fact that it was once owned by Howard Hughes only adds to its allure. Jay has called it the best steam car ever made, and you might be wondering why Jay Leno, a man with over 181 cars and 160 motorcycles, is so fascinated with steam cars. For Jay, it's about preserving a piece of history. Steam cars represent the innovation of a time when people were still figuring out what the future of transportation would look like. To Jay, steam cars are more than just vehicles. They are pieces of art, engineering marvels that push the boundaries of what was possible in their time. There you have it, the 6 best steam cars in Jay Leno's collection. From the 1906 Stanley Steamer Vanderbilt Cup Racer to the iconic 1925 Doble E-20, Jay's passion for steam cars is clear. What do you think about Jay's incredible steam car collection? Do you think steam technology will ever make a comeback? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.